if you can't find her.
So I just got off the
I think so too. In theory.
You want to wave? Can you wave?
I'm assigned to ATC. The military.
Your hat's looking good, little dude.
I get back out of that. First choice.
Hi, Dean. How are you? Are you proud of your mom?
Be able to do things like this.
So is this the room with Grandpa and Grandma playing for something?
That's a really
Of course, you're in the dorm.
Good to see you. How's life? You just reloaded the real quick.
Let's talk some cigarettes. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, the taxes right there.
I know, right?
The only news is coming from the courthouse.
She's in trance now.
Even our uncle the medical Blacklead, it took him like 4 months to get out of the DHA routine. Like, stupid. Yeah, it was
Do you want to show her too? I think that's where Mariana is.
like DHA is its own like weird thing. I don't know.
so cute. We were hanging out.
He says, no, you can. You may not.
Just chilled out. I mean, Saturday we did like Netflix, just like, and I did it on the other day. So like, it's just been very but yeah, we went through like anything. It's really good. That's how they really know stuff. Like normally, like 3 days ago, we got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. We will begin the ceremony shortly. Please take a moment to silence and turn off all electronic devices. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's ceremony in which the men and women of the United States Air Force pay special tribute to Captain Isabel Perry on the occasion of her promotion to the grade of Major. The presiding official for today's ceremony is the Headquarters Air Education and Training Command, A3A Division Chief for Force Development, Colonel Brian Davis. Before we begin, I would like to welcome our honored guests. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Captain Perry's spouse, Captain Dalton Perry, with their children River and Dean, along with her grandfather, Sergeant Frank Price, United States Air Force retired, and her in-laws Darren and Laura Perry, along with Faye Esseri. We would also like to welcome the 19th Air Force Command Team, the Commander, Major General Gregory Kreuter, and the Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Keith Scott, the Commander, 12th Operations Group, Colonel John Anderson and his spouse Deanne, the Commander, 558th Flying Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Craig Dearden, along with members of the 558th Flying Training Squadron and 19th Air Force Team. Thank you for sharing this special occasion with Captain Perry and her family. It is my pleasure to present Colonel Brian Davis.
Wow, that. Praise God for this day. Anyone who knows Captain Isabel Perry, call sign BAT. So by the way, as I go forward today, you're going to hear me use her call sign a lot. Forgive me. I'm talking about Captain Isabel BAT Perry, who we're promoting to Major today. Anybody who knows her has seen that she's been demonstrating the potential for field grade officer leadership for quite a while. So this day is long overdue. It's a great day for the Perry family, and it's an awesome day for the Air Force. So thank you all for being here, and thank you, BAT, for giving me this honor and this privilege to preside over your promotion today. Ty, thanks for putting this together. I know it's a lot of work, and I know it's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, but thank you, and thank you for the dry run last week, and for all that effort that you put into making this a great day for all of BAT's family and for BAT. Frat, thanks for stepping up as MC today. General Kreuter, Chief Scott, thank you for your leadership and for your investment into our airmen, the future of our Air Force, and thank you for your investment in BAT as well. Graham and Trick, and Sheba's in here as well, I think. Sheba, raise your hand. Good to see you, brother. Hey, every time I step foot on Randolph and the 12th OG and the 558th, I'm continuously impressed by the work that you are doing, in Indiana as well, that you are all doing, investing in the future of combat air power, laying an awesome foundation. And I came here for the first time as a student in the 558 back in 2018. And I've been back several times since then, and every time it's better and better, advancing us towards great power competition and not shying away from the challenges there. So especially the throughput that you're putting through pilots and sensor operators every month, a new class is coming out of here. And if Iraq and my last year in Iraq is a testament to that, There's 144 dead terrorists from the MQ-9 community, and that's just the MQ-9 and just in Iraq alone. So we're not even mentioning all the other RPA work that's happening across the globe right now. So thank y'all. Dive. Brother, it's great catching up with you last week. You know what it's like, not just to be a military service member, but also to be a military spouse and the challenges and sacrifices of that. Thank you, brother. Thanks for everything you do to support back at home and as a husband and a father. And oh, by the way, for those who don't know, Dive is soon going to be a major himself. Dive, you're going to promote a little bit later than that, so there's going to be some salutes. So, hey, to swallow your pride a little bit, maybe this will help, this Angel's Envy. A little bit of an inside story. I'm giving Dive a full bottle of Angel's Envy instead of an empty bottle right now. God bless you, man. Reverend Dean, they're not going to remember this, Dino. Highly unlikely you remember this day, but I have no doubt that you'll come to see your mom and dad the way I see them, as absolute heroes and phenomenal parents. And you'll see one day the many lives that they've impacted for the better throughout their career, both past, present, and in the future. Thank you, River and Dean. Darren, Laura, and Faye. Where's Laura? There she is. All right. Darren, Laura, and Faye, I know firsthand that marriage and careers don't thrive in a vacuum. It takes a strong, extended family. And if the family isn't thriving, then it's very difficult to have a fruitful military career, as Bat and Dive have both had. Thank you for your love and support and advice and encouragement of Isabel, Dalton, River, and Dean. Willie. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Frank Price is not just Bat's hero. He is a hero to every person in this room. Willie, thank you for your service and sacrifice to this nation.
Thank you.
It was an honor to be a part of the 29th Attack Squadron when we gave you your call sign. And I know it's a call sign you wear proudly. Welcome home, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the reason we're all here today, for Bat. Bat has been forged to be a great leader since day one. She's been tested, she's been tried, and every single thing she's been through has prepped her for field grade officer leadership. We know that the promotion is about your potential to lead at the next level, and she's been demonstrating that potential for quite a while. It's those tests and trials that forged you and into the person that you are today, that also gives you that passion for the mission and for your people. Everybody sees it. Your airmen see it, your peers see it, everybody comes to Bat for advice, even your leadership. I speak firsthand when I was a commander and sought Bat's sage advice regularly. Bat earned her commission as a distinguished graduate from OTS in 2016. She wasn't just a distinguished graduate once, she was a DG three times. She went on to be a DG from her MQ-9 FTU and from Squadron Officer School. That's no easy feat to be in the top 10% of your class 3 times. So from the get-go, she was demonstrating her potential as a leader. She went to pilot training here at the 558 and then went on to pilot the MQ-1 and the MQ-9. Combat proven in Iraq and Afghanistan. Those are the places I can mention in this room. And with a lot of hours as not just a line flyer, but also as an instructor and evaluator. So we know that if you're an evaluator in the airframe, you are seen by your leadership as top tier. And she was doing that already at Creech Air Force Base in Nevada. And she also commanded well as a flight commander during that time. And when she showed up in 2020 to Holloman Air Force Base to the MQ-9 formal training unit, I had the blessing of being her squadron commander. And I was a pretty new squadron commander as of June in 2020 when she showed up with Dive. Dive, you followed a little bit later, but right? A little bit later? Okay. But back showed up in August of 2020, and I could tell right away she was going to help in our transformation of the 29th. We were going through quite a substantial transformation as General Goldfein was heading out the door, but he was pushing great power competition, and then General Brown came in, and we were jumping all in as an MQ-9 formal training unit into agile combat employment, dynamic force employment, immediate response force capabilities, where the MQ-9, all the other operational squadrons, the assets are deployed all over the world, and the pressure was on us. And Bat stepped in immediately and helped us transform that mindset, that warrior ethos in the 29th Attack Squadron to the next level. You could see it right away when she crushed her instructor upgrade in the 29th Attack Squadron. And for those who don't know, being an instructor in an operational unit and being an instructor in a formal training unit, or here in the 558th or the 12th Operations Group, those are two totally different instructor mindsets. It's much more challenging to be an instructor at the foundational level, teaching the fundamentals to the next generation of combat air power. And Bat latched onto that, and she was and continues to be awesome as an instructor. That's why she fast-tracked to become an evaluator in the 29th Attack Squadron, and also fast-tracked to be a flight commander, and not just a flight commander of any flight, but the flight commander of our international flight, which is has all the visibility all the way up to the Pentagon, and even overseas in Europe, with dignitary visits and whatnot, and Bat was absolutely awesome in that role. Unfortunately for me as a squadron commander, the group and wing saw it too, so they quickly started pulling Bat up to the wing level, working on the commander's action group, working in the command post when there was some problems, some real problems in that command post, and they needed leadership, and that's a lieutenant colonel position, but they saw in that something unique, an ability to lead and transform the mentality of the people in that organization to do what it was that the wing commander needed out of it, and she did just that. She was soon selected to lead dignitary visits every time it seemed like every time a formal delegation was coming or a VIP was coming to Holloman Air Force Base, the face of Holloman Air Force Base became Bat. So she wasn't just leading at the tactical level, she wasn't just leading airmen at the group and wing level. She was recognized as a leader a long time, years ago, by people well outside the wing. And that's continued. That continued when Bat left Holloman. And Batten Dive showed up here and plugged right into the 558th and the 12th Operations Group. And so that precedent of superb leadership continues, and I would expect nothing further out of the person that I came to know and love as Squadron Commander during our tenure together in the 29th. So we recognize potential for higher rank when we conduct these promotion ceremonies. And Bat's done just that. Every day that Bat puts on the uniform, she does so with a striving for perfection, not just excellence. And everybody around her sees it. So it's my pleasure to stand before you today and promote her. So ladies and gentlemen, please join Frat and I and Bat up on stage as we issue the promotion order.
Thank you, Colonel Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the publishing of the promotion order.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Air Force, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Captain Isabel I. Perry. In view of these special qualities and her demonstrated potential to serve in the next higher grade, Captain Isabel I. Perry is promoted to the grade of Major, United States Air Force, effective 1 September 2025 by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Captain Dalton Perry, Sergeant Frank Price, and Dean Perry, will you please come forward to pin on Captain Perry's new rank?
He says he's already got his captain rank. He doesn't need this one.
Thank you, Captain Perry, Sergeant Price, and Dean. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Colonel Davis administers the oath of office and make your name.
Inward face. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Isabel Perry,
Having been appointed a major in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed a major in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you for the very first time, Major Isabel Perry.
Yeah.
I am not nearly tall enough to be over here. All right, we'll do it without a microphone, and I'll just hold the silly piece of paper that I'm not going to be able to make it through this talk, because if I can make it through this 5 minutes without crying, it'll be an impressive feat. Thank you guys for putting up with me and my family over the last 2 years that I have been here. I am so humbled to be here today and to be surrounded by so many amazing people. And I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for every single person, every single encounter, and every single situation that I've ever found myself in, positive or negative. I don't believe that there's such thing as a self-made man or woman. We're all a product of the lives that we've lived. With that in mind, I have a lot of thank yous to say, but I'll try to make it quick. Colonel Davis, thank you for taking the time to be here today. When I found out that I was promoting, you were the very first person to come to mind. There wasn't a single other person that held a candle to the leadership that you've shown me throughout my career. In a career filled with those amazing leaders, you're a standout, and you've affected every single Ghost Warrior and every single airman that you've ever come in contact with. You are truly a transformational, inspirational leader, and we would follow you anywhere. I could thank you for a million things: your trust, your time, your top cover, and your hours-long debriefs when my arrows weren't drawn just quite right. But who can complain about a glass of whiskey and the ability to become a better and more lethal MQ-9 pilot along the likes of yourself? Not me. Couldn't complain about it for a second. Most of all, thank you for being the leader who smiled when a brand new captain sat across the desk from you on day one and told you that she wanted your job, and then doing everything in your power to help get me there. Thank you, Colonel Davis. General Crider, thank you for the opportunity to learn from your leadership over the last 4 months as I've been getting my footing in this new job. The amount of care and work that I've seen you put into your airmen is truly inspiring. You told me that if you weren't going to put in 100%, that you'd be ready to be on your way, but I see you wake up and put 100% to your job every single day. And it is truly inspiring to watch you lead by example, and everyone can see that. I've already had a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have had access to otherwise, so I look forward to more of those over the next 6 to 8 months while I'm still here. Chief Scott, during officer training, a wise MTI told me to find the nearest senior enlisted leader that lived their core values and cling to them for dear life. And I have seen that in you, and I'm glad that I took that advice. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for being my sounding board, my constant sanity checker when things seem weird. Your feedback and advice have been a consistent go-to. Thank you for keeping the main thing, not for everyone, but specifically for me. Colonel and Mrs. Anderson, thank you for pushing me to apply for this position. Thank you for your constant advice. Thank you for being there for my family while we've been going through this transition from the group up to 19th Air Force. I know that it means the world to me and Di that he's got y'all's backing and support while he lets me gallivant off TDY about half of the month. Thank you for helping him hold it down. Colonel Dearden, Colonel Trumbull, thank you for trusting me to help mold the future of the RPA community. Thank you for the honor of being able to be a Phantom Knight and serve as an instructor here with you, and giving me to the 12th and 19th from basically week 1. I promise I will meet my beams. To the Phantom Knights, the Blacksmiths, the Warhammers, and all of Team 19, thank you so much for letting me be on your team. To To all of my family and friends here in person and online, thank you for your constant support. I wouldn't be here without you. To Tricky, when I met you as a senior airman up at Creech Air Force Base, I knew that you had the right stuff. I've been honored to watch you promote, earn your commission, your wings, and then grow into an outstanding officer. I am so incredibly proud of you. It has been an honor to share the rank of captain with you over the last year. Whew. To the Perrys and Nana, thank you for making the long trip out here. Thank you for everything you do for our family. We're blessed to have you so involved in our children's lives. It would not be the same without you. They know that they are deeply loved by their Yaya, Pop, and Nana. We couldn't do this without you. To my mom, Lily, Shane, Dylan, Levi, I know that you wanted to be here, but couldn't, so thank you from the other side of the world and the other side of the country for giving me everything, all the time. Dalton, you are the constant in my life. You are the calm to my panic, the low key to my high strung. You are an amazing father, husband, pilot, best friend, coworker. I could keep going for hours. And I'm able to do everything that I can do because of your support. Because I know that you will always be there to love those babies when I'm not. You are my everything. To those babies, Dean and River, I love you so much. You make me a better person, and it is an honor to be your mother. Every day I wake up and hope that I can be the person that you think that I am. All right, last one, and I saved it for last, because if I haven't cried yet, which I already have, this is going to do it. I've learned to start with why, but today I'm going to end with my why. Pop, Pop, thank you for being my inspiration. Your service in Vietnam, from the highs of building the Bandits Rendezvous, to the lows of a Dear John letter and the way that you were treated upon your return from Vietnam, the grace, integrity, and honor that you handled all of it with has driven me to follow in your footsteps. You are an airman who truly embodies the concept of service before self. You have always given without ever thinking of receiving anything in return. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being the role model and father that life did not afford me. I don't know who I would have become if you had not been here. I am lucky to have known you. Thank you.
Thank you, Major Perry. This concludes today's ceremony. You are cordially invited to join Major Perry and her family for a small reception in the Heritage Room. Thank you for attending and have a great week.
All right, breakfast tacos and coffee.
Welcome to the house. What can we do for y'all? We're getting some breakfast.
What's going on with you? How's Aaron?
We're busy. Well, my mom and dad have been there. Dad had a stroke while we were so we're dealing with that.
Nice of you guys. It's not functioning at 100%, obviously.
Yeah, his left side's pretty much dead, so we're all trying to take care of it.
Yeah.
They weren't going to be able to do it if they did, so we got it down here. It's been all over.
Now you got two extra kids to.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah,
It really is.
Yeah. This is our phase of life.
Yeah, they are. They're all kids.
Our kids kind of go out to college and whatnot, then we bring in our old kids.
And so, and Abby's a senior this year, so we got all that, all in. So, yeah, man, it's been busy.
Yeah, Gatlin's.